Marhaban. Welcome to Unlabeled Leadership. Episode 61, Ahmed El Hamamsy creates opportunities through virtual collaboration. Here's a shout out to listeners in Yaroslavskaya Oblast, in Silesia, Poland, and in Latium, Italy. With that, let's get started. If you're looking to increase productivity and efficiencies with your supply chain, Ahmed may be the person you need. With several years of experience and amazing accomplishments, Ahmed can help. He is also the host of the Think Big and Be Inspired show, which you can view live on LinkedIn or on his YouTube channel. He frequently interacts and connects with LinkedIn connections, which you'll find out more about at the end of this episode. Part 1. Believe in yourself. I recently reread a novel by Bruce Alexander called Murder in Grub Street, in which one of the characters makes a comment that so many of us are slaves of our circumstances. And a lot of that is true. We cannot control things like where we were born, how we were raised, but there is a lot that we do have control of, and a lot of our limitations are self-inflicted. In this story, Ahmed shares about a situation that happened to him a few years ago and how he responded, which was, let's just say, much different than how someone would typically respond. Here's Ahmed.
Well, one of my favorite quotes, because something I passed through from struggles we are reborn. Because I had the struggle like 3.5 years ago. I lost my job. I've been working in a company for 13, 14 years. And suddenly, in 15 days, they told me you have to leave and you have to change your job. And also, this kind of struggle, it made me rethink. For a long time, I was in my comfort zone. I was developing, maybe I had my MBA or something in the company, and I was developing in the company, but inside with few people, not going working with a lot of different cultures. When you stay in a place for some time, you begin to get used, maybe you begin to get lazy to interact with others. So when this happened, I decided just to start to change. I took a step in teaching, so I started to teach in supply chain. I decided to share my knowledge with more people because, when this happens, it starts to shake your beliefs a little bit. So I started to share my knowledge. I started to believe in myself. I started to believe that I have something to offer to other people. I worked with some friends. They have a consultancy company, so we worked on some consultancy projects. I teach like 50 to 200 people some principles of supply chain online. I started, to go to the gym. I started to quit smoking. So I changed myself. It took some time till I find a new full-time job, maybe a year. But I think this year was transformation for me, and that's why from struggles we are reborn. It really is one of my favorite quotes.
That's not a subtle change, going from a career job to not having a job to becoming an instructor on supply chain and quitting smoking and going to the gym all at once.
Yeah. Yeah, it took me it's like in a year, but it's like, when something triggers you, maybe this was in my subconscious or something that I have to do something, I have to change, I have to move. But at the end of the day, when it came that I lost my job or I had to move to another job, so I did everything like in a year or something, and it was really a transformational year for me. And thanks God, also I've got a job that's better than I was in, better in salary, better in position, better in everything. You just need to believe, you just need to be consistent. Also, I started to meditate. I started to write down where I want to go. I started to believe and to manifest that I want to be there. I want to reach this kind of job. I want to go back to some place that I was living in. Everything worked out at the end. It took some time, and of course, I won't lie that I didn't feel down for some time. But I never gave up. This is what I tell others: that never gave up. Whatever the situation is, it can change in a blink of an eye.
There's a lot to be said about reacting and being human when you're suddenly asked to leave.
Yeah.
It could be very depressing, but there's a process that you need to go through. You need to, it's important to go through that self-doubt. I like the word you use, trigger, that at some point it triggered you to start to change and taking momentum. Some people can wallow in that state a long time. One of the things that we can learn is how to shorten that so we don't end up like that for a long period of time.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. If it takes you one day or 1 week feeling sad, you have to bounce again. You have to believe that something great is always going to happen to you, and you have to just go and let go of whatever happened. Because if it's an opinion of one person, opinion of a manager, or even opinion of five, you still have yourself. You still need to believe in yourself. Everyone, I think, has a story. Everyone has experience to share with others. You just need to believe and work on it consistently.
You said something that was very interesting. You said you started to write down where you wanted to go or where you want to go. Is that a new activity that was triggered from this transformation?
Yes, yes. Yeah, this was triggered from this transformation story. I started to watch a lot of motivational stuff. I started to watch like a lot of leaders like Bob Proctor. I don't know if you know him. I started to go to, I don't know if you know the book Think and Grow Rich.
Oh, yeah.
I started to go, yeah, to read this stuff and believe in this stuff. And really, this stuff works if you really believe in it. If you think of where you want to go, let go of any negativity, be positive, and go through this writing every day, thinking that what you really want is already in your hand. It really works. Maybe it can take some time, but if you never stop believing, never give up, you'll end up reaching where you want.
Part two, a model for managers. Let's face it, there are a lot of managers who are difficult to work with. Sometimes this is due to inexperience on the manager's part, or it's just ignorance of not knowing how to manage, or even knowing how to lead effectively. Ahmed shares with us a story that's quite different. Actually, it's about a manager who does know how to lead effectively. Here's Ahmed with his story.
I had an ex-manager. He was really good. I learned from him a lot. Through my career, I changed from marketing to supply chain. I had like 6, 7 years experience in marketing and product management, and had a lot of information and knowledge in my ex-company about all the products. So it came an opportunity to lead in sales and operation planning meetings, which is basically it's a collaboration between all departments to set the budget, to set the forecast, and 12-month rolling forecast for the company. So this was a really great opportunity for me to be in contact with all departments, to be in contact with top management, and to move a bit from marketing and something bigger. So I was nominated from my ex manager to do that, and he really believed in me and he really pushed me to great limits. That to be able to communicate, to improve my presentation skills, to talk to suppliers, to talk to customers in the market, to meet with distributors, to talk with top management, how to present my work better. And he really pushed me in that. And besides that, he was really a great manager. He would always weekly we would meet, we would have breakfast together with the team. He never let us feel that he's a manager. It felt like he's a friend or a big brother, you know. He would always give us advice, and he would always show our work. And this is something that I need to say about our managers. Not all managers do that. That they delegate work to people and they let their work show. Some managers, they will get scared to lose their job or something if someone working under them is performing well. But these kind of insecurities, I did not see it from this manager, and he pushed me a lot in my career, and he really helped me now. Now I'm working on sales and operation planning consulting, and part of that would be I owe it to this guy. He pushed me from 10 years ago or something to till I'm working in consultancy in supply chain and sales operation planning. So I'd like to thank him a lot.
Some managers do what you just said. They become threatened by the people that report to them.
Yes.
And they feel dispensable if the people that report to them become too independent and creative and do well. There's a belief that if you make yourself dispensable by helping others, then you become indispensable.
I totally agree with you, and this is what the kind of this manager he never wanted to like fire anybody. He would help everyone in the under his supervision. He would help everyone to be a better version of themselves, push them to the limit, but without like fighting or something. But because he believes that everyone has the potential, so he was always trying to get the maximum potential from the people who's working under him. And like you're saying, like this, he became like our department became the strongest department in the organization. They didn't want him to leave because of that, because he has a strong team and because he believes in the people that works with him.
It's incredible when you find people like that. There's a leadership principle that just resonates with what he was doing, and that's encouraging growth with the people around them. And if you help encourage people to grow, they can eventually leave their role and contribute to the organization in other ways. And it's a shame if you're in a position and you're not growing and developing, and you do not get to the point where you're ready to do something else. That's a huge part of leadership, is being able to do that.
Yeah, exactly. He encouraged us a lot. He worked with everyone individually to improve his skills. He even like got trainings from us from big organizations, big consultants came to work with us during that time. He really wanted to improve the organization, wanted to improve the processes. I think he did a massive change for each and every one of us. And till now, I'm telling you, this was like last thing I worked in like 5, 6 years ago, and still, it's in my memory. And we worked together, so it keeps something good inside you. So it's all about I think, being kind, being fair to everybody, lead with empathy and compassion. Nobody will forget you. But if you're like working, forcing yourself, or you don't care about the people who are working with you, or you're just insulting maybe their intelligence, insulting them or something, this will not leave something good inside the people, and they will not remember you. So what's great about this guy is I still remember him. I'm sure the other people that he managed them still remembers them, still talk good about him. He built a brand before even we talk about now. Everybody's talking about the personal brand. I think this man, he built for himself a personal brand by being himself, or by being dealing in this way and managing people in this way.
Because of the way he interacted with you and with other reports, is that he changed the conditions, the working conditions in which all of you operated. In a sense, it's changed your behaviors for the better and open opportunities for growth and development with everyone.
I totally agree. We were working all like from 9 to 5, and yeah, we're doing our work, but we're not working with passion. We're not working with seeing like why we are working, why are we doing that, how are we contributing to the growth of the company. So yeah, I think you're totally right. He changed the way we think about work, about life, about how to deal with any kind of problems at work, problem solving techniques. So yeah, he developed us a lot. I totally agree with you.
Part 3, accelerate your career growth. There's much that we can do to overcome our circumstances, and the key is personal and professional self-development. Thanks to the evolution of the internet, there are several free sources available to do professional development. Listening to podcasts like mine and Ahmed's is one way of doing that. In addition to the podcast, Ahmed offers some specific examples of things that you can do. Here he is with his advice.
I think the most important thing is don't settle for less. Everyone is capable of doing more. Everyone is capable of sharing their knowledge and information, and helping others. Be kind and help others. Believe in yourself. Be bold. 1 year ago, I was not so active on social media or doing podcasts like I'm talking to you now, or having my own show on LinkedIn, sharing posts, sharing information, teaching, consulting, being active on a website or a platform like LinkedIn, for example. It helped me a lot. It raised my confidence. I was able to go to seminars through it, talk to different leaders, talk to people from different countries. So my advice to people, yeah, be active on social media. Talk to people. Don't be scared to share your knowledge. Overcome your fears. These fears are only in your head. Don't be scared to talk. Don't be scared even to go live, meet with industry leaders, influencers. Be social, and that's why it's called social media. So be social and be bold. Don't just use LinkedIn, for example, to push your CV or just look for a job. No, it's bigger than that. It's all about networking. It's all about building your network, building your personal brand. It's a great opportunity, I think, for everyone to have his own personal brand, his own mark on the world. So don't be scared to share your knowledge and experience. And everywhere there is someone who really cares about what you share. It doesn't matter what are you doing, no matter it's big or small. Someone somewhere in the world is looking exactly for what you have to offer.
In my field of performance consulting, I learned early on that the big names, and the ones that within your field that people really know, they are incredibly open and wanting to talk with people who are new to the profession. And I would say that's true. Probably, I'm going to generalize that to other fields as well, that these people are really approachable. And LinkedIn is an opportunity to reach out and just get to know someone who's considered an expert or someone who's a lot more experienced and who's willing to spend some time with you, talking with you.
Yeah, I totally agree. When I first joined, I had like 1,000 followers or something. I reached like almost 10,000 now for a year or less. And even when I was having not that too much followers, I reach out to people who have million followers, who have 500,000 followers, and they are really friendly and they want to help and they want to explain to you how to build your network. And I had them some of them I had them in I named my program Think Big and Be Inspired, because I want to help people to understand that all these people had struggles, you know. Some of them, they in 3 years they had before their journey, they had no money, they had nothing, and in 2 3 years they are operating like a six figures business or seven figures business. They're working as an entrepreneurs. So that was the idea of my show, is to inspire people to be better and to give them hope that everything you can start from wherever you are standing now. You can start and you can build something great. And actually this also inspired me. So it was inspiring people and inspiring me to see those people, how they are humble and how they started from nothing, and now they have a lot, they gained a lot from networking, and they started their own work, they became great entrepreneurs.
What advice would you have for someone who has a very small or limited LinkedIn presence? They haven't leveraged the platform to do much networking. What are two or three things that someone like that could immediately begin doing or should begin doing as activities?
Yeah, you should follow the people who have like big influence, the big names, to see what they are doing regularly. He should start like posting regularly about his work, what he's doing. It doesn't matter if he gets one like, two likes, no likes, but with consistency and doing it every day. For the last year, I've been posting like every day, literally every day, and I've seen a lot of change. At the beginning, I had like two, three likes. Now I have 200, 300 likes, and people commenting about. And go comment and engage with people. Also, this helps a lot. So and this helped me like showing what I'm doing and showcasing what I'm doing. I started to be approached by entrepreneurs, by people who wants to do business with me, and this would never happen if I was not active or using LinkedIn as a CV, or just applying for jobs, not networking with people. I attended seminars also, all because of my social networking, and going to the right people, searching for the right people, introducing myself, maybe going on Zoom calls with people to discuss how we can collaborate, meeting, as I told you, with these kind of influencers in a show, in a LinkedIn live show, All this helped me. So I advise people, I started from nothing too. I advise them to be active, post daily, collaborate, try to collaborate with people. Don't be scared, even if you get rejected once or twice or 3 times. Something will open up for you, because people are really want to collaborate. They don't mind. They will not like be offensive or something if you approach them. Be nice, be kind, and you will get there definitely.
My thanks to Ahmed El Hamamsy. If you'd like to learn more about Ahmed, go to the show notes. And if you have a question or comment, go to unlabelleadership.com, click the message icon, and you can leave a voicemail message up to 1 minute. I'd like to thank those who contribute to the show. Your contributions helps offset some of the production cost. But mostly, I'd like to thank you listeners for just doing that, listening. Until next time, lead on.